What's up everyone? So today I am unboxing the Logitech MX Master 3. I am really excited to unbox this mouse because for a while I've just been using the Magic Mouse. But now that I've been back at my parents' house, I didn't bring my Magic Mouse back with me, and I always wanted to upgrade to the Logitech MX Master anyway, so I thought now would be the perfect opportunity. And on top of that, now we know that the iPads in the new software update support cursors, so I can use this as a cursor on my 10.5-inch iPad Pro as well. So that is really exciting. So let's go ahead and take a look at this box. As you can see, the sides, it does use USB-C quick charging, which is always a plus in my book. So as of now, my headphones, my mouse, and my keyboards are all charging with USB-C. So let's go ahead and actually start opening this up and see what we have inside. So if we go ahead and open the packaging, we can just slide out this tray that's in the box, and it says MX on big letters on the front. So very nice packaging so far, very clean and simple. I think this is actually the first Logitech, professional Logitech product I've ever opened or had. So this is really cool. We go ahead and open it up, and there is the mouse itself. It looks really nice, and it's supposed to be very ergonomic, so when I test it, I'll let you guys know how I feel. Now, there's also a USB dongle there you can see in the box. If you don't want to use Bluetooth, you can use the USB dongle by just plugging that into your computer. Now, there's also a quick start guide and a USB-C cable included here. So that's good to have so that you can charge your mouse with the USB-C cable. And this is actually USB-C to USB-A, so you can go ahead and plug this into any wall adapter that you might normally have, the traditional ones that come with iPhones or something like that, or you can just plug it into your computer and charge it that way too. So that's really nice. You can see there's a really nice design, a lot of buttons going around, and I was a little intimidated at first by the sheer amount of buttons and might be a little confusing, but it's actually very intuitive to use. And on the back you can see they give you a very quick schematic on how to set up your mouse. It's really easy to do. So all you have to do is turn it on, pair it with your laptop under your Bluetooth settings, and then go to this website, mxsetup.logi.com, and install the software to change the settings of your mouse if you want to. And I gotta say, we'll delve into the software in a second, and it's very easy to use, has really clean UI. A pretty good user experience as well, so it is really a really great package all around, and I was thoroughly surprised by that for sure. So let's go ahead and go to this website they said to go to. So you can see here on the website they told us to go to, I'm just installing the software called Logitech Options, or I think they abbreviate it to Logi Options. So we'll go ahead and install that and run the program. So you can see here it is installing it right now. So after logging in with my Gmail account, it takes you through a quick walkthrough of what the buttons do. So you have a vertical scroll wheel there. You have a mode shift button where the scroll wheel can be fluid or it can ratchet when you scroll, and you can switch between the two options, which is fantastic. I actually prefer the ratchet mechanism so that it's not just you're not losing control of the wheel as you scroll. I think that's a little bit more helpful. And as we move on, there's a gesture button. So usually on a trackpad on a MacBook, you can just use 3 fingers to swipe between your different desktops. In the MX Master, you press the gesture button and then move the mouse, you flick it in the direction you want to go to switch between your desktops. So that's really nice to have, it's really nice that you can still do something like that on a non-Apple product. So I'm really grateful that Logitech built that in, and it's an incredibly useful feature. I use it all the time. Now there's also a thumb wheel button that can be used for horizontal scrolling or zooming in on certain applications. So like on Microsoft Word, it's used for zooming in because you're not really horizontal scrolling. But on something like Excel, it'll horizontal scroll. On Chrome, it'll switch between your tabs. So that's really nice. And then also you have these other 2 buttons for back and forward, which is super useful to have as well. And they can be undo and redo buttons in something like Microsoft Word. So you can customize the mouse depending on the application you're using it for. And they came with some preset customizations that you can just install automatically. So I went ahead and installed all the presets they already had that they recommend for the applications you use, and it's been super useful so far. So we'll go ahead and install that. And now you can see you can go ahead into the software. You can actually customize each application, the buttons for each application. And we're actually just going to first start by looking at the pointing and scrolling features. So the pointer speed you can increase to your speed that you want, that's desirable to you. The scrolling speed, I think I'm actually going to decrease the scrolling speed a little bit because it's a little too fast for me. And I like it in the natural direction because the Mac OS has brainwashed me basically into scrolling in the natural direction, as you can see here. So the fact that these customizations are available within the Logi app itself is really helpful to customize the mouse even further. And one thing I definitely recommend enabling is smooth scrolling. So I've noticed that the scrolling experience when I first unboxed it and you was using it was a little janky. And once I enabled smooth scrolling, that improved a lot. So I guess it just makes your scrolling smoother like you would be using a trackpad. And I find that way more helpful than whatever default it came in with disabled smooth scrolling. So that's about it. This has been the unboxing of the MX Master. I will be connecting it to my iPad as well to use as a cursor. Hopefully this was something a little fun that you can see. I know it's not an incredibly new mouse or device that people use, and it's been in use for a while, but I was just really excited to finally have a different type of mouse that I could use, and I usually prefer mice anyway over trackpads, so this has been really exciting for me. So hopefully you liked it. Hope everyone is staying safe, and I will see you in the next one.